Hey guys, Orla here from your women's gear review channel, and today we are reviewing the Knack Convertible Duffel. In this review, we will have sectioned it off into a summary, features, fit check, comfortability. We will pack out the bag as well. We'll do a water test, airline test, and then run through some pros and cons. And of course, if there is anything that we have missed about this backpack and convertible duffel that you would like to know, then just pop us a comment below and we'll be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced at £221. It is made up with a lot of nylon, and it has this yarn twist as well for durability, and you've got that PU coating too, which is great for that water resistance. Over on their website, they do a great job in going into more detail about their fabric as well. It is great to note that the inside lining fabric is also antimicrobial treatment to inhibit mold and mildew. So it is 19 by 13 by 5 when it is unexpanded. When it is expanded from that 5, it goes up to 9 in inches. It goes from a 24 litre up to a 40 litre. So in terms of shape and style, this is definitely one of my favourite from them. I have reviewed a few of their Series 1 and Series 2 backpacks, and I really do like those styles as well. I just feel like sometimes with their backpacks, those ones specifically are very much an organizer's dream, which is great for people who love organization. If you do love organization, then I highly recommend checking out Knack, because they do a great job in having all that organization, but also having that suitcase compartment as well for you to pack up and have that free space to do so. With this, it keeps it quite minimal, and that is something that I enjoy personally. And I do love that it has that flexibility as well, and that expansion for you to expand up when you need it to. The colour as well I really enjoy, and I enjoy the materials, and I don't feel like it is too overly flashy as well. So Knack do offer a 30-day trial. I couldn't see anything about warranty. Maybe you guys can, and you can let me know in the comments below. They do offer international shipping and returns. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. Okay, so Knack do keep it quite simple here with the branding. You do have it embedded here on the front, and if you do add on that kind of strap that makes it into the duffel mode, then you do have some branding here as well. And also what I love is that it's quite premium that they have their logo here embedded into their hardware. So starting off externally, I am going to get rid of this strap in a wee minute because I don't want it all clanking about. But basically what you can do is attach this onto the sides here for the D-hook rings, like so, or you can find a better fit for yourself. Whether it's that way or whatever you kind of desire. You've got loopholes to attach. I don't opt for this mode, just find better than not that I keep it in the kind of backpack mode as well, which we will kind of go into to just show you where those straps are. They're in here tucked behind, which is super handy if you are using this as a carry-on and you want to protect those straps, or you are implementing that duffel mode. Then you can tuck away those straps too. They are nicely secured here in the back. And what you can do is attach them like so, and do the same to the other one. And then that's when you implement it into backpack mode. But it's nice that you do have the opportunity to kind of tuck it away. And if you want to use this strap, then you can do so as well. I'm just going to set this to the side, and we'll get into this when we do a fit check. Keep it in line here with the back system. On the straps then you can see there are a bit of branding here on both sides. The straps themselves are comfortable. They have like a curve to them as well. They have mesh, a little bit of airflow too. Then you do have your rotational sternum strap as well, which you can of course detach if you don't want to have that on there. That is an option to do so. I always have it on because otherwise I would just lose this. Really nice premium hardware. They don't skimp out on that, I have to say. That is your sternum strap. Really durable, grand. If you open up the back here, then you have nice airflow as well. A well cushioned back too, but from testing their other backpacks as well, I have noticed that it can get hot behind here, especially after long periods of time. And if you are in a hotter country and the backpack is black, then you will find that the heat kind of retains in that too. So just being aware of that. But the comfort wise, it is grand. Again, we'll get into that a bit more when we do the fit check. You do have a luggage pass through here, the slit here, which is nice to place over your larger kind of luggage as well. And then what I absolutely love is your wee secret pocket here at the back, or the side should I say. how long I've got it stuck. So if you open that up, then there is plenty of space for those delicate moments, maybe your passport, phone, whatever you feel like you want to kind of secure a bit more and have it a bit hidden and secretive, then that is there for that. Keeping externally here, as mentioned, you do have those ring D hooks here for attaching that external strap. You do have a handle here, which is lovely and cushioned. You've also got another one here on the side as well. Just if you wanted to tuck those straps behind, then you could use it as like a little briefcase if you wanted to, and you've got the option for that. Then on the other side, there is no handle here, but this is where your water bottle compartment is. It's kind of secret and hidden in comparison to the ones that are on the outside. This will compromise the space a bit on the inside depending on how you pack it, but there is plenty of space. I like that they have remained with the bright interior. Probably would have loved that just throughout, but that is there and you can fit plenty in there. We will be packing it up and I will be able to show you a bit better. The zips here aren't coated. That is something to know. I do prefer my zips to be coated, but these will let them away with it because they do have lockable zips, which I absolutely adore. I feel, especially for a travel backpack, that is something that you really do need. So opening up this pocket here that we have, which is just your main compartment. You can obviously, if you want, come from the very top. So you don't have to open the whole clamshell opening. You can come from the top here. And then you'll have access to these pockets depending on how you're packing it. Or you can fully open it on up and have that flat down like so. We will start with this side. So what you have is kind of like a compression pad here. So whenever you do pack up the whole bag, you can press this all down, tighten it in, get a better fit for it. As you can see, this is the pocket where your water bottle or any other kind of belongings, maybe it's an umbrella, will fit in there and then eat into a bit of the space here. Otherwise, you've got really nice bright interior. Their bags are odorless too, so that's just something to note. And this pattern I'm not a fan of because it just makes me dizzy. I don't know why, don't ask questions. But I would have preferred just white. But nonetheless, it's still bright, so we'll give it to that. You've got 1, 2. If you did want to fit something through there, I never use that. This mesh is really durable. It's just not my favorite in terms of the feel. You've got one big pocket here. You can fit like electronics in there if you wanted to. You've still got the same on the other side too, or you could fit underwear, pants, socks and everything in there, and then have your main space here, which is just space for you to pack up and play with. That is in the inside there, and then you've got these compression straps here. Again, with their hardware, it's really durable, and they haven't skimped out in details too. They have dangle stoppers there as well. Moving on to this side, a little bit of organization. As mentioned, if you do come from the top, then you do have access to this pocket, which has like a fleece line material. So this is handy for like sunglasses, your phone, and with those lockable zips, then you know it can be safe as well. 1, 2, again, with the elastic loopholes, you could attach this or you could slide something through there if you wanted to. Don't use them, but you might be able to make better use. Really do love that pocket there. Then, much like the mesh pocket on this side, you've got one here. Plenty of space, a little bit of organization, but not overdone. Be careful of what you do have in there because you will be compressing it down onto this too. Then they've opted to put the key lash here, which is an interesting touch. I guess when you're coming from the top, then it is fine. I'm used to seeing it within the pocket. You can remove that from that little hook as well. And the hardware, again, they've done really well with that. It's not something that feels like it's going to fall apart. And what I love is that it is rotational. Then in here, you do have that fleece line material, again, similar to the top here. Sometimes it can be hard to get delicates in there, especially if you are compressing it down, but the space is there for you. Closing this up, kind of like hidden behind the flap, it's handy to note, is where you will get your extension. Okay, so if you want to expand this up, then you can do so. And it's handy for those longer travels as well, that you have that kind of space to do so. I do find though with their expansions, and I found this with their series 2 and 1 that I have reviewed, is that the shape doesn't work as well, especially for the, I I think it was the blue Knack series 2, one of the first bags I took with me to Scotland, and I remember it just looked like very turtle-like on my back. This is a bit better, the shape's a bit different as well, but you've got that expansion if you do want to expand it up. I find that you do have plenty of space even without it, but if it's something that's making it in between whether you have to pay for a carry-on or you have to literally check in the luggage, then that is good to note that you can compress it if needs be. Keeping in line with this being really easy and travel friendly, you've got this side compartment here where you will find space for your laptop compartment to go into. Super handy. Really bright interior. Doesn't mean that you have to open up the whole bag or anything. You can just slip it in there and be on your way. 16 at a push until about 11. I do have the 14-inch here, which if we kind of go in at an angle, bear with me. There we go. You're fine going in like that. Just sometimes with the straps, you can get in the way. Push that right down to the bottom. You still have a couple of more inches to go on this side here. It is important to note that this does have a robust bottom here. So even when you are setting down the bag, it's like a kind of different material. I think it's like the ballistic nylon style, and it just means that wear and tear is going to be less likely in comparison to other backpacks for that bottom as well. Okay, let's pack her on up. Let's start with the main pocket. Remember, you have that extension. I will show you the space with the extension. I'm going to show you with a couple of clothes so you get a bit of a rough idea. This is a thick jumper. You know what you're probably better with? They're packing cubes. That might work a bit better. I highly recommend checking them out as well. Another jumper, pair of jeans. I think when you are expanded, they give it really good details over on their website as well for how long you can pack for. I think when it's not expanded, probably 3 to 5 days if you're smart with it. It's 1, 2, 3. Probably get a pair of shoes in there. Just see. I am a size 5.5 UK for reference. I'm just gonna put them there. Okay. Place a book in here. Charger, keys, phone, camera. 14-inch. I have 500 ml. As you can see, it does get a little bit tight, right? Let's open up that expansion and I will show you how much space you've kind of got there. Just for you to see. Plenty more for you to kind of add in if you wanted to. You guessed it, another jumper. You could do that, and there is flexibility as well, and you've also got that compression too, so you really can make the most of that space. Okay, time for a wee fit check, comfortability, see how this feels on the female body. So they aren't stingy with their sternum strap materials, but I would have loved to have seen a wee dangle stopper. The straps themselves are fairly comfortable. I don't like the fact that there is a curve, but when you are wearing like a jacket or anything, it is absolutely grand. This is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". You really do feel that lovely padding on the back, but just as mentioned, it can get hot and a bit sweaty over a long period of time if you are planning on carrying it like this. But other than that, the mesh on the straps are lovely too. I love the fact that they have given plenty of material here for the sternum strap as well, and it does have a nice fit. So let's put on that other strap. So for this mode, you do have a really comfortable strap. You can kind of find your own fit. I just don't like this mode myself, personal preference. If there was more material left, I would have loved to have it like that. That would work a bit better. This is cool. You can play about with the fit as well. Comfortable strap too. No complaints in regards to that. So for a wee airline test, I can guarantee you now it ain't fitting as a personal item for EasyJet requirements that we have behind us. So I will just show you that. I mean, you can go ahead and try and beat her on in, but this would work well for a carry-on. Good job, you can stow away those straps as well. Get in. Nothing to do with the bag, it's just the straps. Perfect. If you had that expanded as well, should fit grand for a carry-on. You just couldn't be able to pack it out to that 40 litres. I think that might be a bit of a stretch. Let's give it a go. Yeah, you're still going to be grand for that. You might have to give it a little bit of a shove. The only thing stopping this right now, you will see, is the straps. I would be worried about that for the expansion. But I think with the flexibility, you might be able to shove her on in. But for me, I'd probably keep it closed. So for a water test, this bag is fine. Obviously, the zips aren't coated, so just being aware of that in heavy downfalls. Okay, time for some pros and cons. First up is the simplicity of this backpack, the fact that they've implemented lockable zips, the quick and easy access for your laptop, the bright interior. Whilst I don't love the pattern, I still appreciate the bright interior. The fact that you can hide away the straps as well, and also the sternum strap is removable, although I do keep it on. Some cons to think about. I just would have loved to see maybe a side pocket here, so it would have been easy to swing the bag around and grab what you need. This backpack can get very hot as well, and I just would have loved to see included zips. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this bag or any other bags, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.